Playing some D&D with my friends. Say hello to all my friends. Hello.
Never kissed a lady
Hello,
before.
friends.
What?
Hello. Of course, we got to thank D&D
Hello.
Beyond and Roll20 and Kevin McLeod for our music and tabletop audio. To allow us to play our music and do our games here. And with that, I'll leave it to our note keeper, Reagan, about what's happened.
Keeper of the notes.
Wow. I mean, I would say last episode was a pretty big episode. And it was about all the butt stuff.
Oh.
That was the title of last episode. So,
By the way, Glenn's reaction to the Discord.
That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, the exact words are opens Discord to butt plugs galore. Closes Discord promptly.
sorry.
Not sorry.
Not sorry.
Here.
He should have kept scrolling. I could have seen the Ovipositor. Really had a day.
So we had a pretty spectacularly not great battle beforehand in the alley. So we went back up to our room. The doctor teleports us back to the room, so people climbed up the wall. Anyway, we got back to our room, but there was a knock at the door, and we were like, Well, we got a nice fancy scroll that invited us to a ball for further discussion around, there was a your enemy is my enemy kind of a situation. Dress accordingly. With highest regards, Ulrich, right? Who is our vampire lord. So yeah, we had to, we confirmed that we would plan to go and the messenger and where would we find the appropriate clothes. So we had a fun shopping montage.
It's a montage.
To the Posthumous Threads shop, and very cute. Everyone looked adorable, and let's see.
I still am very happy with that name. I made that
It's
name up
a
on the
good
spot.
name.
The Posthumous Threads.
It's good. Everyone looks very cute. Oh, it's also Masquerade, so we all had various different masks. Yeah. So we go to the vampire's mansion, and it's very spectacular, and there's a whole fountain of blood. And we get in, we start scoping up joint. In a large ballroom, lots of people dancing. A lot of undead people clearly being manipulated, like little marionette dolls, by whomever was doing it. Well, Ulrich invites Capella to dance, and we're chit-chatting, small talk. What are you doing? What's going on? And we are, he invites us to leave, and as soon as he does that, everybody drops, and it's just our little party. So it all was a show. So we go and talk with him, and he says that he wants us to handle this bad guy for him. He can't be seen doing it because he can't be seen leading or taking a specific stance because it might affect the whole political hierarchy of each leader. But he's bad news, and he's putting things out of balance, and he has a prisoner that can help us, and lo and behold, it's our dear friend Piper. So not only can Ulrich help us get in quietly, but he can also, he's got us a friend to go in and help us try to take care of the bad guy who is now taking the name of the power he keeps of Vecna.
Yay, Vecna!
Ta-da!
Ta-ta! Tatas? What?
Not that I can recall.
Okay.
Tapachico.
So really, we just need to prepare for a big tower battle. Because we're going to the tower. It's gonna fuck some shit up here, potentially.
Take a long rest before you.
Ooh.
That sounds like a fine idea.
Oh, a reminder, we are level 14.
Yes, you are.
Oh shit.
Oops. Did we go over level 14 stuff? Anything exciting?
So fun fact, even though I've been rolling every level for HP, I am at the exact HP I would have been if I had just taken the average. Literally 122 is both of them, so I've rolled the exact average.
Oh, that's sad.
Nice.
Let's see. Did I get this at level 14? What is this? Yeah, I got Shadow Martyr.
Woo!
So I can throw my echo in front of an attack of somebody else. So that's a
cool.
fun reaction if I have my echo going during a battle.
And
Oh,
you and Brandon, you have your character. You can build your character, right?
Yeah, I'm literally doing it right now because I forgot.
I'm sorry.
And friendly reminder to DM, I have blind sense out to 10 feet now.
Ooh.
I have somewhat control over wild magic now, so I can roll twice and choose the higher or choose the second number if I want to.
For wild magic.
Yeah.
So more
But you
likely.
could also choose the lower
Wait,
number if
Wait
you
a
wanted
second.
to.
Whenever you roll on wild magic surge table, you can roll twice and then use either number.
Oh, that's, I think, for the effects. So if you have it spark, you can pick either effect out of the D100 table.
Oh, okay, yeah. When you
But still gives you a little bit
yeah,
of control over what
surge,
pops up, yeah.
Yeah, which is
Because,
the
you
worst
know,
quality
if your
control.
option is teleport 5 miles away or cast fly, you know, you kind of
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
want
right.
cast fly.
So Capella, you may have some new spells too, unless I don't know what you put your level in.
I've been taking up more fighter levels than wizard levels.
Okay.
I'll double check it.
I think Opal, you've got a lot of stuff. You should have quite a bit. at level
Yeah, I got
14.
7th level spells now.
Woo! You can prepare up to 33 spells. Insane. And you have still one spell to pick from. In your prepared spell list, you can learn one more. From 0 to 7th level. Well, no, from 1 to 7th level. You can't. I don't think you can pick cantrips.
And going back to a fixed spell list caster next campaign is going to be rough after having played a druid the last campaign.
Who the fuck was my... The undead. Okay.
Oh, you picked Fey Touched, Tony? So you could teleport, you can Misty Step once per long rest. Nice.
Yeah, if you ever hit me for a significant amount of points, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna just Misty Step away from that shit.
You know what? I'm gonna get that.
I haven't been able
fuck
to
outta
use
here.
it yet, but I have Thunderstep, which I've been wanting to use.
And then
The
you have
dangerous Misty Step.
wow, your divine intervention is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
It has to equal to or less than 14. Your deity intervenes. 14. You just have to have a poor roll to not get that.
No, it's on a D100.
Oh. You request your deity's aid and roll you roll.
You have to
percentile
roll
dice.
your level or less.
Okay. That makes sense. Sorry, I was like, whoa, that's way
So
overpowered.
basically,
Yeah, that would
your
have been
chances
insane.
go up. Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Okay, guys. Etherealness, Conjure Celestial, Firestorm, Plane Shift, Regenerate, Resurrection, Symbol, or Temple of the Gods. Which would you pick?
Well, how many? I know that like resurrection right requires significant material components.
It's my back.
You also get to pick your spells every day, so you're not like set in stone.
Yeah,
for
right.
whatever
With
you
with
want to for the
resurrection,
fight.
at that point, it's like, yeah, you can res somebody who's been dead for like a year, so you don't have to
Yeah,
worry
it's not
about.
something you need to leave prepared.
Yeah, exactly.
Firestorm? Are we gonna be fighting some
Pretty
shit?
good. Yeah, I believe we are.
11, 15,
We're about to go
14,
assault.
16.
Salt the keep, as it were.
Cool.
And I would
Sorry.
expect we got a lot of undead, so anything adjusting for that is smart because it feels like
Yeah.
nothing charming has been helpful.
And
So far.
and just so
He has
you
switched to bullets.
bullets. And just so you know, like a lot of the effects that usually would work for like a cleric, you've kind of noticed that like the Toll the Dead, where it would just usually destroy creatures, or it would scare them away, it's not working as strong. And I will let you know now that as you go into the tower itself is going to give them a much better benefit to withstand your Toll the Dead.
Cool.
You mean turn undead?
Oh, turn undead, yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to bash it and make it saying it's not possible. It's just this is the necropolis, y'all. This is not just some hoedown like graveyard in a you know.
No, I might have to punch it up to divine intervention then.
Northwest, southwest. That's the code.
What?
Did Robert get anything special at 14th?
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
That doesn't mean I'm going to talk about it. I'm kidding. Yeah, I got another attack. So now I basically have the power to make everybody wait through a 5-minute turn without a saving throw. Yep. I'm gonna take 3 attacks with smite, action surge, 3 more attacks. Yeah, it's gonna be
Second wind.
second win. Yep.
All right, and now,
No-
and then,
I get to waste 5 minutes of your life with no saving throw. It's
and,
awesome.
and,
your
and then
gun
what's
breaks
going to happen is
on
I'm
the
going to
first
throw
roll.
on to the next turn, and you're going to go, wait,
Right.
I haven't moved yet.
Right, movement.
Brandon, I don't know if your character gets anything that's special.
I can't. I'm not even looking at my character. Give me 1 second. I'm looking
That's
at my other
fine.
character. Beyond my characters. Taupe, I leveled him up to 14. I don't think I got anything fun because of my ridiculous bullshit multiclassing, but let's check.
What did you take a class in, or what class did you take a level into?
I
Holy-
took another wizard level.
Holy fuck balls.
What?
Firestorm is 7d10 damage.
Yeah, we're getting up to that level where you look at the spell damage and you're like, holy
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah, I don't really think I got anything fun this level, Aaron. I think it was. Let me open up my character creator and look. Wizard.
Well, you got one more prepared spell to fit.
Oh, I got one more prepared spell, and I finally got my intelligence is finally 20. So my because I got an ASI this level. I forgot that was my because I finally hit Wizard 12.
Wizard 12.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's more than that. Your artificer has 4 out of 5 prepared spells. Okay.
Hmm?
And your wizard has more. Your wizard has 2.
Oh, I
Prepared
haven't
spells.
prepared spells yet. I knew that.
Okay, so you have up to 3 prepared spells to prepare. So
Yeah, no, I have more. It's that situation where I have slots but no spells to use for them, so instead I use them for upcasting. That's all.
well, you can prepare more spells if you want up to 5th level. So
But yeah, I'm currently getting the Piper to an acceptable level instead of a godlike being.
Just leave him as a godlike being.
Yeah, right. No, Aaron and I agreed that he would come down towards the group's level instead of being a thing that can literally kill a god. Although, if you don't think he'll still act like a thing that can kill a god.
eh. He is a pretty cocky motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a thing that was able to kill a god, lost it all, and then became a thing that was able to kill a god again. I mean, that's a pretty good reason to be cocky.
But he probably wouldn't be this cocky regardless of the situation.
No, we can one-on-one him with Tiamat. I think his God's killing skills are
Well, he's not. It's not the same. He's not the same Piper anymore. He's been nerfed.
I get to run Tiamat here in 4 weeks. I'm very excited.
So
Oh, yeah.
Aaron,
Yeah.
it looks like the firearm thing we did to make him able to use pistols no longer exists as a feat.
Mm-hmm.
Slash has been turned into something else, and I don't know what it is.
It kind of does, because that's the feat I took. It's give me a second.
'Cause it used to be called Firearm Specialist, and
Uh,
I'm not seeing it.
So I took Gunner as a way to kind of do it. It's not quite a feat anymore, but like to make it work, I took Gunner, which kind of gives you some.
No, that is literally.
Technically, I don't think Gunner gives you the ability to wield guns, but yeah.
No, firearms
Do
proficiency.
you not gain proficiency? You do gain proficiency with firearms.
Oh, do you? Okay, then that's how I did it. Then was Gunner.
Yeah, number.
I don't know if I
plus,
see the full description here.
It's +1 dex, firearms, proficiency, and ignore loading, no disadvantage at close range.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how I got my. That's how I got my scout too.
Yeah, the one I had before was you gain proficiency with firearms. If you roll a misfire in an attack with a firearm, you can use your reaction to roll a d20, blah, blah, blah. When you use the attack action and attack with a one-handed weapon, you can use a weapon action to attack with a loaded firearm with the light property you are holding.
Oh,
So,
it's a
meh.
little bit different, yeah.
Yeah, it's different, but, like, it's close enough.
You can
It's
pick
like-
Gunner.
I think the
works
new
for me.
rules is written one. The one you had was probably still
Yeah, it was a playtest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick
Yeah.
Gunner. Gunner's fine.
Yeah,
I will-
Gunner, because that's the whole reason. Like my rogue wouldn't work without being a variant human from level 1. I had to
Yeah.
take Gunner as my starting feat.
Yeah, that makes sense. Charisma.
All right, I'm gonna give him 5 minutes as I go grab a drink, real fast.
Yeah,
so
you're
that-
fine. I'm nearly done.
Yeah, it's okay. I need to refill my drink. I won't be long. 2 seconds. Ugh.
Luckily, I'm literally just going down. Luckily, with D&D Beyond, I just have to go down through Piper's sheet and basically copy it over.
You can switch up your cantrips at any time you want, right?
No, cantrips are like
one per level, if I remember correctly.
yeah. It's like they're semi-permanent. Like there's very rare times where you can change them.
Oh, I meant like when you're leveling, can you switch them out, or is that?
It depends on your class, but I think for most classes it's like one per level.
Yeah, I believe he's right. Sorry, I misunderstood.
You know what I really enjoy? Finding new abilities that you had the whole time you just didn't know about and therefore weren't using.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I hit, I can deal an extra 2d8 fire damage because at 14th level now with Divine Strike. That's pretty
wow.
fucking cool.
That's fucking cool. What's that part of?
That's part of the Soul of the Forge path
That's-
I took.
So
Nice.
Forge cleric thing, yeah. That's pretty
I haven't
cool.
really looked at that one.
I always forget about my re-rolling my piercing damage that I took that piercer feat. I keep forgetting about that one.
So did you see the Manhattans I'm making now, Greg?
No.
Yeah, I sent you a message on Facebook with a picture of a Manhattan.
Oh, let me look.
So yeah, I've because the Manhattan I have that Angel's Envy rye that's made in a rum cask, aged in rum casks afterwards. Making Manhattan with that, holy crap, is it?
What are you using for vermouth?
I forget what it's called. It's like the second most popular. That's easy to find. I can't remember the name of it right now. I just needed sweet vermouth. I couldn't find it, so.
I like vermouth just on the rocks sometimes.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big Manhattan person until my dad turned me on to Antica. And oh man, it's so good.
Oh, the Antifa?
God damn Antifa!
It is Antica. That's the one I got.
Yeah, Antica's the best. Oh, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, I'm
Is
pretty
that
sure.
the bitters or the cherries?
Say again.
Like, what is Antica?
It's vermouth.
It's vermouth.
Oh, duh.
Pretty sure it's what I got.
I think I'm out actually. I'll have to rectify that.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Well.
I actually bought a second bottle of that Angel's Envy. And I probably won't buy another one for a little bit, but because at $90 a pop.
Ooh. Yeah,
It's so,
$90.
It's so good. Next time
That's a
we
si-
get together, Greg, you'll have to have a taste. It is so
Okay.
good. Like all you smell is like rum sweetness and caramel from a rye.
Nice. We should do it up when we can finally get together again for our next session, man. I'm gonna like cook up something good like bolognese or
Oh, Bologna.
oh man.
I'm bowling. Oh, damn it.
My
What fun.
All right. So,
Some balls on you.
some balls on me. I'm also surprised you didn't respond to the Facebook post, Brandon. It was like, or Greg, it was like the father's, it was such a dad's joke. I just read a joke about Ophelia and Midas. It was motherfucking gold.
Where was that? In our chat?
Yeah.
Dude, I was not in the chat at all today.
I just read a joke about Oedipus and Midas. It was
That's
motherfucking gold.
That's great.
That and all the Spider-Men pointing at each other, and if they all have the Twitter blue check mark on.
You realize that's going to be like the next popular hip hop duo is Oedipus and Midas, and the name of their album is going to be Motherfucking Gold.
Motherfucking gold.
Fans will call him Eddie and Mitty.
I don't quite get the joke you sent either, Derek. It said, like, audience, you are here, downstage, left stage is monitor engineer / cocaine.
It's stagehand humor.
Stage right says backline tech, cocaine. And then upstage is musicians. Does that mean that they always have cocaine on the ready? Is that what the joke is?
Depending on who's starring in the show, yeah.
I haven't stagehand in a while. I don't know their MO.
You're too much in upper management to know the ins and outs nowadays. Has it switched to methamphetamines? We're not sure.
I don't do those
Yeah.
calls.
Ooh, meth.
Cocaine.
Okay.
Cocaine and cocaine accessories.
I do cocaine.
Okay, now that I've gotten reactions from Brandon talking about cocaine, I think we can move forward. I know that his character is built.
I mean, I'm working on equipment right now, but yes, it's basically built. I've just got to do equipment and spell list, and we're done.
Were you implying that his character was built on cocaine?
Yes.
Hey, I haven't touched cocaine in Jesus Christ. Actually, are we? No, we can't. I can't say 2 decades now, but we'll come up on it soon.
Forget about it a little longer.
Yeah, we're on what freshman year was. It's been 17 years since freshman year of college, so we're getting close. We're getting close.
I did get the best gift from my dad this year because he can no longer drink alcohol. I did get him a bar set, basically of 2 different non-alcoholic whiskeys and a tequila for his bar with a ginger syrup to try.
Which ones did you get? I feel like I've seen a lot of different.
I think
alcohol
it's the
alternatives floating around.
whiskey. What is it? 57 non-alcoholic. What I got was the 74 Kentucky 74 from Spiritless. Is what I ordered.
There's very little alcohol in it, or zero?
There is no alcohol in it. The whole point is that it's meant to replace whiskey and stuff in like cocktails, and some even said put it on rocks, but I know my dad misses the cocktails and the mixers and all that stuff.
So there's a brand called Ritual that's literally they do that. That's like non-alcoholic sort of alternatives for cocktails. It's really interesting.
Yeah. So the Spiritless was one company I looked at, but there's a ton of them. So, but they gave high ratings for it. So
I've seen non-alcohol like bars. Like I was visiting my friend in LA last month, and there was a non-alcoholic bar that was right by her. That was really interesting.
And I think like Spiritless also makes like these pre-made cans of like non-alcoholic like whiskey sours and stuff. Old fashions and whiskey sours. They're just pour over cocktails.
That's
Yeah, but you gotta have a muddle to do an old fashioned, right? You have to have a muddle to do an old fashioned, right?
It depends on how you make an old fashioned. Some people don't muddle the sugar. They just use.
You can also just use like the butt end of a spoon.
Yeah.
Like a wooden spoon.
I've seen a lot of people. They'll just use, instead of doing the muddling for an old fashioned, they'll just do simple syrup instead. and then use the bitters. They'll just pour the bitters on top afterwards. Which, as long as you're storing it all up, doesn't matter. It's all getting done.
Right.
So, like, I just made myself it's called a Gold Rush, which is the rye whiskey, lemon juice, and honey syrup. Which is just 1 part honey, 1 part water. It's fantastic.
Wait, rye whiskey, lemon juice, and honey?
And honey syrup. So 1 part honey, 1 part water.
Yeah, so it's basically just like a bee's knees, but with rye instead of gin.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, Pepper Box doesn't exist in D&D Beyond anymore.
Isn't that what you used, Greg, or did you have to build one?
I have a pepper box. It's there. Or at least it was. Like, it's still in my inventory. It's
Are
it's
weird.
Is your character connected to the campaign?
Yeah.
Maybe, like, you have to.
Do you have critical
check?
role content
Yeah.
checked?
Did you
Because
check
you have
the
to check
box
that.
for that?
Oh fuck yeah! I probably didn't check that.
I think you can do it on.
It's
Yeah, I
it's-
see.
Yeah,
the
it's,
first page.
so we'll continue forward here. I will say that.
Yeah, you're good. I can finish
Yeah.
while you're
So
getting started.
you guys can level up. You guys have leveled up, and you guys can also go ahead and take a long rest, safely, without issue. Because assuming you guys would need it, and you're going to need it. As the Piper knows a way out and in to the tower without being seen. He proceeds to tell you about a location that is underneath the vaults. The tower has seen better days on the lower levels, and it has been slightly flooded. And there's an entrance that way through the flooded areas, which the Piper is aware of where to go. Knowing that, he also prepares you to know that you'll be going up to almost 12 floors, or possible to go up to 12 floors to reach the very top of the building, the tower. Which I have planned accordingly. Sorry.
We burn a whole days of dimension doors to skip it all.
Yeah. we try to figure out how to get a giant bird to fly us directly.
All we gotta do is
To the
talk
top
to a
of the
moth
tower.
and send it off, and it'll come back with a giant bird to do that.
Surely.
You're muted, Greg.
So we take the eagles to the top.
Yeah, yep.
This is the plan.
It makes sense. I
We
don't know
know-
why.
we
Why
know.
wouldn't you just do that? I mean,
The history tells us that this is the correct
God
way.
damn it,
of
there were
doing
reasons.
this.
trust me, I've read
It's
all.
too bad that teleportation doesn't work without assistance in that tower.
That's what we're talking about birds, though. Even though, like, I know birds aren't real, but like maybe in this planet, birds are real.
Birds
We're
aren't
talking about-
real,
talking about
Reagan?
Bird-deportation.
Birds aren't real. We know
Birds
this.
aren't real.
Yeah.
See, Brendan knows.
No. It's not a matter of birds aren't real. They're all dead now. Get with
Oh, right.
Yeah.
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 it. Yeah.
That
They're
makes
all
sense.
robots. They're
Yeah.
all watching. The
drones.
government's watching us.
Government.
Goddamn government.
They're watching us right now, probably.
Damn birds.
I see you, Joe Biden.
Yeah,
I
on
see you.
Twitch.
That's
I see
okay. I
you,
mean, we
Joe Biden.
we'll take the viewers.
I
Wait, how do
actually
I have-
really love that kid that actually made that shit up. And it became a real movement, not knowing that he was just parodying other, like, cults. He never took it seriously, and now he makes it like it's a cult thing, and he makes it look like he's really telling the truth, and he's really good at selling it. They started an interview with him as if he was talking real shit, and it went on for about 10 minutes too long that I felt comfortable with, and then they finally got down to the brass tacks of what it truly is about. He goes, no, I just wanted to prove how easy it was in U.S. culture to just create lies, and so now it's created this culture where everyone is in on the joke. They all know it's absolute bullshit.
Well, I don't know that everyone isn't on the joke.
He's gotten pretty clear on his website that it's all in on a joke. Like he's made it pretty clear.
I don't know.
Pigeons. Okay.
Pigeons are one of their strongest.
Because how can they a bird that dumb? Come on, that can't be real. That's crazy. Okay.
No,
Okay.
but the guy he's making a living off of it now.
Oh, good for him.
I mean, yeah, I think it's all in good jest in the end here, and he's just like he's now making a living and doing very well. So I'll give him that credit. So he told
We
you
don't
this.
talk enough about the fact that fish aren't real. Like fish aren't a thing, you know?
Fish
I feel
aren't
like
a
we've
thing?
all been misled. Fish aren't a thing. That's a real thing. Fish are not a thing. There's no such thing as fish.
Fish. Fish.
Yes.
Goddamn
Hey,
fish.
not that I can enjoy your meal.
What up, fishes?
Slowly gone through. Oh, also, there's no the whole thing, right? We did ask the Lord Ulrich von Liechtenstein.
Isn't there a
like-
podcast called that? Yeah, there's a podcast called that.
Oh well, I just know
It's called
that
No
there's
Such
not
Thing as a Fish.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a fish. That's a thing.
It's
It's
a
real.
podcast from the QI office.
Right. Because fish aren't real. There's no like day or night here on this planet, so like there's not like a better or worse time for us to try to, you know.
Yeah, what they mean is that fish is not considered a biological group in
Is that a
science.
band?
They're not
Yes.
recognized as in systematic biology. A fish is not considered in systematic biology. So aquatic
I know what I'm
animals
talking about.
identified as
I
fishes
know
centuries
things.
ago are shellfish, cuttlefish, starfish, crayfish, and jellyfish.
Humans, in our wisdom, have created the category of fish for the purposes of restaurant menus.
I'm okay with this because fish is delicious.
I
Fish
gotcha.
is delicious.
I love shellfish.
Delicious.
I just had trout last week. It was fantastic.
I love fish. I like
Did you
fish
see the
because
bad
it
news about the
always
crabs
goes
a couple weeks
exactly
ago?
where
Oh yeah,
your
that
body
they're
needs it.
they're
How they
they're-
disappeared?
had they disappeared because
Disappeared.
they
Yeah.
did yeah
Okay.
they just went to colder waters. We can't hunt in that cold of
Yeah,
water.
they're living happily in cold waters. Certainly, it's not that the population collapsed and that they're dead.
Well, no, they're not completely
Surely not.
collapsed. It's not that. It's that they're in cold enough waters that we can't hunt them down because
Who told you that? Who told you that?
The birds.
the birds. damn it.
Birds.
Yeah, the birds.
Bird.
Come
No, but
on,
truly, that
man.
is the reason. It's like the ice is basically covering the top of the ice, and that's where they all are because we have getting rid of their habitat because we're warming all the waters and these
Crab,
the,
rum
the
springer.
snow crabs don't like it's too warm.
Good for them.
So they're on vacation in the cold,
We're on vacation.
which good. They could repopulate. That's a good thing.
I love crab.
Crab.
Crab is delicious.
Crab.
Crab,
Crab is delicious.
shrimp, crayfish, all good.
No, I don't like
Actually-
shrimp. It's just the texture. And I keep trying it. I'll try it every time, but I can't get into
Like
it.
a really,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Can't
maybe-
do it.
I can
I
do
would
shrimp, but I'm
prepare
with you
for
with
it.
when it comes to like oysters and mussels and.
I can do that.
can't do
Oh, I love
See,
mussels.
but that's the
love
same for
mussels.
me. I'll do the shrimp, but not
I love
those.
clams.
It's almost
I just
crawfish
can't do
season.
oysters.
Very excited about that.
Crawfish.
Those
I'm
are
not
good.
really. I don't really like crawfish.
They're so good.
I like
like
food
crawfish in
activities.
dishes.
So eating it is an activity, and I enjoy that
Yeah.
very much.
I
Oh,
just
sorry.
don't
Yeah,
like
I don't
eating
like 'em in the
crawfish,
shell.
like-
I like them in a dish.
yeah, I
In
like
an
them in a dish.
etouffee.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
No, I
something like that.
love them on the shell. I'll get 5 pounds, and I can't eat 5 pounds, obviously, But I'll eat like 3 pounds, but I'll shell them and I have some left over, and then I can make like a gumbo or something.
Yeah, that's the one thing we miss in Louisville is the what is it? I think it was oysters over grits. Oh my god. Oh my god, cooked oysters on top of grits, buttered oyster. Oh,
I can't
it was
do
so
oysters
good.
either because the texture is just.
Not even fried.
I can't do
No.
oysters because I can't eat anything that's still alive.
They're fried. They're not alive.
Yeah, they were
Most
fried.
of your traditional preparations of oyster, they are still alive.
Oh, half shell. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't do that. They like boogers. I don't eat my own boogers. I would not eat a giant oyster.
But frying the oyster, yes.
I'd rather.
Fri-
eat my
delicious.
oysters
But if you
than
fry my boogers,
Yes,
Hey, fried anything is good, right?
Mhm.
this is true. This we know is true.
I'd rather eat my boogers.
me, I'm not
than
from the
oysters.
south, so I don't necessarily
Agree
subscribe
with fried boogers.
to that school of thought. No, that
You
just
ever eat fried
everything is good
worms?
fried. I don't necessarily agree with that one.
I was kidding. I
Oh.
don't agree with that either. There are some things fried that are, yeah, like Twinkies. What?
Truly abominations.
What is wrong with you people? Do you not go to a state fair?
Exactly.
Please.
Exactly. That's
Oreos
where all of this
Exactly.
sacrilege happens.
You haven't lived until you tried fried butter. I'm just telling you
Also,
right
what
now.
the fuck?
I fry butter all the time, but there's just usually other shit in there.
Like the main course.
Right. yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like a nice fillet of fish.
Like
Even
I
though
just
it's not real.
I just made me and my wife made bone-in pork chops that were almost 2 inches thick. We bought them from a butcher. It's like
Wow.
5 minutes away. Amazing. Like just in herbs and butter. Like we let it marinate for like 4 hours.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. The butcher is our new place to go to. This butcher in Mayfield. So
I love buying stuff from a real butcher, man. Makes a difference.
Mayfield Butcher. If you ever get a chance, Greg, out there, go to
There's
it.
one here.
Yeah.
There's a Barb and Patty's in Menor, so you
Yeah.
know it's a real butcher. So I go there because they're like close.
Yeah, they have aged beef. They have aged steaks at the Mayfield Butcher though. Like
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the aging is, how long it is, but it's long enough. Like they have it in the window. You actually can see the aged beef in the window.
Dude, I saw this video on Reddit the other day where this place they basically they're a butcher and they age meats for people,
Mm-hmm.
and they had some chef who decided he didn't want the meat anymore, and they forgot about it, and it was in their freezer for like a year and a half.
That's like the ultimate like
And-
testing.
And so she picked it up, and you could knock on it like it was solid, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess people started asking about it, so they did another video. What I saw was them string together. But so she did another video where she actually cut it apart, and she was like talking about it and stuff like that. And she literally, it was a gigantic rack, gigantic rib, and she cut into it, okay, and found in 30 pounds, she found a 5-ounce piece of meat that was still
Edible.
not like solid, yeah. And she cut a piece off and ate it, and she was like, it's actually good. She's like, it's very strong, it's a ton of flavor. She's like, I probably wouldn't do it again, but just to prove that it was edible, because she talked about how like the temperature that they store them at completely prevents pathogenic growth.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Yeah. So
it was really
Kind of like a weird dry age, which is my favorite thing on the fucking planet.
a what?
yeah.
A dry age steak.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
It was a dry aging.
Ultra.
Yeah.
Super
But,
dry.
but they
Mega
they just
dry.
forgot about it, and
It
it,
sat
it-
for a year.
yeah.
But
Just-
they do dry aging over at the Mayfield Village too. So I haven't tried their dry aged beef yet, but I want to.
Dry aged beef.
Beef.
The best steak I ever had was dry aged.
Yeah. Hands down.
So
Did you know
So-
that Ruby Tuesdays of all places used to have aged steaks until I'm pretty sure they got scared by like food safety and stopped offering them. But yeah, for the longest time, we were in like college when they stopped. But yeah, for like the longest time, I remember I used to go to Ruby Tuesdays and get the aged steak, and it was fucking delicious. And now it's like, where do I go to get Delicious Steakums.
Steakums.
That is a chain restaurant because they all fail, except for
Yeah.
Outback. Outback actually makes a decent cut, but I also kind of feel bad.
And then you can eat a whole onion, which is
Yeah,
great.
and that's one thing I've never understood is the bloomin' onion.
They still rate Texas Roadhouse as one of the better places to get a steak nowadays.
Oh really? I haven't
Yeah,
seen a Texas Roadhouse in a very long time.
Just for getting like for its range of what it is. They say that
Yeah,
Texas Roadhouse.
that's what
is
I'm
better.
talking about. I'm not talking about, like going to an actual fucking steakhouse. I mean like someplace where I can go pay $20 for a decentest steak.
Yeah, so like we bought 2 steaks from the Mayfield Village and it cost us $33 for 2 steaks.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
Yeah. If you're ever in Vegas, there's a place called, oh god, what's it called? It's gonna bother me. Hold on. The original place is called the Herbs and Rye, which you can also go to if you like craft cocktails. But the guy opened a second place that is a little more
Relaxed.
it's not so much relaxed as it's like both places are a steak joint, but the second one is like a little more focused on dinner, and the first place is a little more of a craft cocktail place. And I'm trying to remember what the other place is called because it's my favorite steak place I've ever gone to. But Cleaver is the name of the place, but it's delicious. If you're ever in Vegas, go there. Including the audience, I heartily. I'm an advertisement, is what I'm saying. I endorse.
I love Las Vegas. Eat
Never
food,
been.
sit by the pool, go to a show.
I've never
It's
been to
great.
Vegas, so
It is an amazing city to visit. I'll put it that way.
It's a theme park. The city is in the same way that Disney is a theme. It is a
Yep.
theme park.
That's actually friends I've had that worked at Disney. When I described the way Las Vegas is set up to them, they were like, "Oh, it's Orlando," and I was like, "Oh,
It's a-
good."
Perfectly curated, manicured experience.
Yeah,
For
but it's
adults.
like, but the thing is that once you get outside of that part that is perfectly curated and manicured, it is not maintained for the people who live there whatsoever. Get
Nope,
fucked,
nope,
don't
nope.
care, die in squalor.
Oh,
Like,
you need water? Fuck off! We gotta do this fountain over here.
Here, yeah,
we gotta do this fountain over here.
yeah. No, that's Las Vegas. It's a very beautiful place to visit. But then when I moved there, it was like, wow, this city is not at all engineered to actually live in. Like,
We're just burning up.
It's the way
Yeah,
I
this
continually
is-
think about New York.
the New
Eventually,
York, I
when
think.
Like
actually
worked on
has,
Times
like-
Square, I was like, get me out of here.
Yeah, well, that's because you were working. Times Square is a hell pit. I'm convinced that is one of the naders.
No, as soon as
of-
you get into the boroughs of certain New York places, you go, this is a place you live in.
Yeah. Oh no, I loved. That's what people think I'm crazy, but when people ask me what I miss about New York, I always tell them public transit. Because having a public transit system that is actually reliable and makes sense is a thing that I didn't realize that most other American cities do not have in the fucking slightest.
Mhm.
And I miss it. I miss being able to like get on the train and read a book and just walk out 2 blocks from my destination instead of sitting in
I think
bumper
one
to
of the
bumper
biggest
traffic
things,
for a half hour.
when me and my wife were visiting for a week in New York City, and Derek took us to several little boroughs of like restaurants and things like that. Derek took us to places that were lived in, like a couple of like neighborhood restaurants that were neighborhood restaurants.
Yep.
Like they had great pasta and stuff like that, but you could tell it was not built for vacationers. It was built
No,
for people.
the
to
people
live
living
there.
in that neighborhood. Yep.
And
What
it
I
was
think that was crazy about the subway in New York and just the public transit in general, it's so shitty though compared to other
Places?
public transit, and it's
Yeah.
like the difference is like it just doesn't exist anywhere else in the U.S. So it's
Mhm.
like
No, and that's what's funny
you put
to
up
me.
with the times and the construction and the rats and all the stuff. It's like no
Yeah.
place else fucking deals with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
But they don't have it at all. You know.
they
But
don't-
yeah, but that's why we romanticize it as Americans, because that's the only place you can really live in America that like you can have that like metro experience. And then you go to like fucking France and you're like, wait, this is what a
Transit's
train
supposed to be?
system is actually supposed to look
Well,
like.
or you
You're
go-
like,
yeah. Yeah, you go to Japan.
I
you
didn't
get
have to
the same
step
thing.
over somebody's bowel movements to get into the train. This is amazing.
Yeah,
or
same
just
with.
a human in general.
Yeah, European train systems, very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I mean, like I just saw like this guy who lives in Japan. He goes, "Yeah, I decided to take midnight train going from one side of Japan to the other, and it's it is the lowest paid that you could pay for. It is still considered what I would consider high end for America."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I mean the German train system, like no matter what time of day or night you go, I mean their trains shut down for the most part like after 1-2 a.m. depending on the
Yeah.
day, but still it's like you might get a few drunk people there that fell asleep on the train or whatever, but that's like the worst of it literally, and they're all still like well kept and clean and stuff. You just have
Yeah.
somebody passed out on a chair.
Yeah.
All right, I think we've
Uh,
wasted enough time.
Yeah, sorry.
I will always allow for this because it's okay.
You probably didn't want to hear the memory I was about to recall anyway. So.
It's a New York subway memory, one of many. We can move forward.
Yeah, it was. I'll go as far as this and just say it's the first time I've ever seen a sphincter dilate.
But not the last.
But not the
Yeah,
last.
But
sure.
not the last.
Never the last.
Important clarification.
Important clarification. It wasn't his.
And that's when Brandon found out that was his kink.
Oh, sad.
Like that whole Reddit shitty morph, and then I started furiously masturbating on the
They-
train.
Yeah. That would be like the worst kink to have, because what the experience really was like my first 3 months in New York. I was walking up. It was a stop in Chinatown on the yellow line. I can't remember what the fuck that stop is, but Canal, thank you. Yeah. And I was walking up on Canal, and I was walking up the steps, and there was a homeless man at the top of the steps pinching one off, and I literally looked up the steps into it happening. It was just like, oh!
Welcome to New York.
Yeah, it was very much my welcome to New York moment. It's just like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on?
And it was at this time he knew that he fucked up.
Fucked up. Yeah.
At least you weren't downwind.
Looks like Reagan got good Chinese food or something. Yeah. Americanized Chinese food, or is this?
Oh, big time hibachi Japanese, yakisoba with miso soup and some sushi. Yeah.
We have Mongolian grill leftovers.
Oh.
Nice. Teppanyaki is my favorite thing on the planet.
Gosh,
We-
balls.
Yeah, I mean, talking about the butcher really makes me sad because we are deep suburb. Like, we got nothing. You go to the HEB to get the best steaks around here
Ugh.
to cook. Like, it's
Which,
just
Yeah.
to be fair, is better than the average American grocery store meat section. But yes.
Yeah.
but like
We all are
my,
in cattle country.
my bakery closed down before COVID, so like I started making my own bread because like I don't like any of the grocery store bread. Like, it feels so silly.
Do a machine and
Sometimes I just
Yeah,
have a
Do you
craving.
not have like
Like, I love bread, but I sometimes just have a craving for plain Jane white bread that's toasted. I mean, it's just because it's ingrained in me as a child, PB
Yeah,
and
that
J,
Wonder Bread.
unlike
Oh
Wonder
no. Oh no.
Bread. That was
no.
part of my childhood.
Yeah, see, I will eat the store-bought bread, but I always buy Dave's Killer Bread just because I like the company,
I just
and they
make
make
that
delicious bagels.
because I don't like sandwiches, but like I like some bread like with eggs in the morning sometimes. So
we buy the Bolilos from HEB. Those are usually pretty good.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Yeah, those ones are good for, and they're general purpose. You can use them for like paninis or sandwiches.
For
and
sure.
all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Also, I support Dave's Killer Bread because it gives employment opportunities to people released from prison,
Oh,
and
that's nice.
I will probably count on that in the future at some point. So
No, you're going the right path. You're with a lawyer.
yeah, right. Yeah.
She'll tell you what to and not do.
Yeah, she's actually studying for her. She's got to take the like ethics exam that you have to pass before you're allowed to take the bar. So she's been studying all weekend.
See,
Not-
I
yeah,
already
what type of
question her
law
ethics. She is dating you.
What type of law she practice or trying to practice?
Criminal.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's worked as both she's
So then it
entered
is a
now
good
as
fit.
both a public defender and a
Mhm.
district attorney. So
Why did you put shrimp in here, you people?
You'll suffer. You'll eat it and you'll like it.
I will not. I will not like
Be
this.
around
These look like very good shrimp, but not for me.
We'll just throw it to
She
your.
would not eat them in a box. She
She-
would not eat them with a fox.
give me those delicious grilled shrimpies.
Well, will your partner eat them?
No,
Oh,
You wouldn't
what a
eat
waste of shrimp.
Even if she was.
it's only two. I think they're like decor shrimp because this is supposed to be chicken.
Yeah,
Chicken
it's
This is our decor shrimp.
it's
It's
that
for flair.
yeah, they add a little flair.
Yeah,
I love-
yes, I hope your food is full of MSG as it should.
Oh yeah.
Needs more MSG. Needs
Whoever-
more sauce.
Whoever smeared MSG,
Ugh, fucking white
God,
people.
fuck them.
MSG is
Delicious. Delicious, and it doesn't hurt you a bit.
Just like if
Give me
everything.
that delicious umami.
Yeah, just like everything in moderation.
Also, if you like umami, there's also the mushroom seasoning, the magic mushroom powder from Trader Joe's.
Yeah, well that's
Pretty
just
amazing.
that's
stuff.
just natural MSG. Like
Yeah. Yep, it's great.
So now we have enough. You guys have food and you have your miso soup to drink.
Yeah, everybody said it.
I'm
And thanks
okay.
everybody for taking that time, because you actually, in that time, I was able to build an entire character. So
Hey.
So
I also have an eel cucumber roll, and it's really good.
I like eel.
I do love eel. Me too.
So
okay, spells are prepared.
you guys are all discussing things as you're going forward. The Piper's explaining that there's 12 floors more or less in this tower
Right.
that you'll have to encounter the majority up. You don't know much more than that, Piper, than that. Just knowing that lower floor is flooded, you weren't able to investigate further from that because you were caught shortly thereafter.
Ah. Okay.
As he's discussing things with you, you see the young ghostly girl poke at his coat. She looks up at him, and the Piper, he goes, "Yes, dear." You see him like go down on his knee, and you just hear she's kind of like fading in and out, and all you hear is, "Won't Mama Lily be mad that you're gone for so long?" And what do you say to that?
He just kind of smiles at her for a second and says, "That's all right, little one. You let me worry about that."
She just gets very angry.
Yes, you're not wrong, but such things are for me to worry about, youngling, not you.
All right, as long as you take care of Lilith, it's not my issue.
Sorry, Lilith?
Lilith.
Okay.
Yes, it is that Lilith. The goddess of death. In certain faiths, she is considered the
Yeah.
goddess of death.
There's also the Lilith Fund, which is a really great abortion fund that people can donate to. That's all.
That is actually a really great name for that. Unless there's an actual, like, somebody named Lilith that...
No,
That I
that's.
don't
I'm
know
pretty
about.
sure that's why they named it the
Yeah.
Lilith Fund.
Yeah, she's, you know, there's a lot, like, I've seen a lot of, like, Lilith has some importances and separate, you know, you can say she's a demigod or a god, or depending on the religion, she can be considered the goddess of death, but she's also considered like a demon. She's also considered, you know, it all depends on the faith you believe in. I believe the Jewish faith believe her. She's like the goddess of death.
I think she's also the boss, the final boss in Diablo 4. Super excited about that.
Yeah, she's a demon in Judaism. She is the God. What do they call it? She's basically the demon in.
She's
Judaism.
associated with sexual temptation, storms, disease, illness, and death. So that's
And what's her relationship to Satan?
well.
Wasn't there like some kind of relationship?
She's the first
No,
wife-
she's
in the Jewish writing. She said she's the first wife of Adam.
yeah, she's Adam's original
Oh,
wife.
that's right.
And she
that's
gets kicked out of paradise for basically not listening to Adam.
Okay.
And yeah, she becomes a demon when she's kicked out of Eden.
But I think it's appropriate that that's basically the god you deal with.
It's
Fun
like
fact.
an overreaction.
Yeah. Even more fun fact about that story. Do you want to know the thing that causes the fight that eventually gets her kicked out of Eden? She wanted to be on top.
Wait, like, where do all these stories come from?
Yeah.
Different versions of the Bible, like different versions of the Torah. There are a bunch of scriptures that aren't canon.
Yeah, and they're not, even though they actually, like, I think there's quite a number of actual writings from the Catholic faith, the original writings, that are not considered.
Oh
part-
yeah, the Gnostic,
Oh.
the Gnostic Gospel.
Oh,
yeah.
you have
yeah,
the
I learned
Gnostic
a lot about from
Gospels,
Dan
but-
Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like they got together like 300 BC or something and decided
The
what stuff was
Council
going to
of
be in the Bible.
Nicaea.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't the movie Stigmata based off of one of those writings that was not accepted?
In the movie, it was supposed to be. I don't know
Yeah.
if it was really based
Yeah,
off
I
of a
don't
real
remember.
Gnostic.
Yeah,
Because I think you got to understand, like, they don't have copies of, you know what I mean? Like anything from back then.
No, most of the versions of the scriptures that we have are written like 200 years after the events that they describe. Like,
And it was
Well,
all
and they
word-
don't even have
Right.
those copies. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they.
It's all word of mouth over time that was rewritten.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposedly copied, but I guess I'm trying to think of, like, I don't even know what the oldest things they have are,
Right.
but it's like, yeah, people think that, like, oh yeah, this is, we have this stuff, and this is what was like, oh, actually what we have is probably like a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, and then it's translated 5 times, and then yeah, it's interesting stuff.
that's why the book is in 4 different languages. Anyway, Hebrew, Aramaic, Greek, and Latin.
No,
Or no?
so the Stigmata movie was based off they talked about it to the discovery of the Gospel of Thomas,
Yeah.
which the Catholic Church refuses to recognize the document as a gospel and considers it heresy, because the big thing about it is and now I'm just remembering. The Gospel of Thomas basically states you do not need to go to church to believe in God.
I can give you the exact line if I remember it correctly. It's lift a log and you shall find, or no, lift a stone and you shall find me. Split a log and there I shall be found.
Mm-hmm.
And it's from the Gospel of Saint Thomas of Assisi, and it basically is the entire gospel is supposedly from Jesus's perspective, and it's basically just him saying that the kingdom of God is within you and all around you, and that anytime you come together in the Lord's name, that is a place of worship. So lo and behold, when the Council of Nicaea happened, that wasn't included for some reason.
And they argue that the Gospel of Thomas, which actually they do have some of that real documentation, they've age tested and it is age appropriate.
Oh yeah, there's something like 300 Gospels, and there's like 27 or whatever in the final King James version.
It's still interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. And a bunch of humans decided which ones were going in there, which ones were.
Yeah.
Well, think
And that
about
was the
some of the
reason.
crazy shit that got through. How crazy is the shit that made them go, nah, we
Well,
can't.
no, I mean the craziest shit is the Old Testament shit.
Yeah.
That's the craziest shit.
My personal favorite, and I forget which gospel it is, but there's one that's non-canon that is basically Jesus as a teenager, or like preteen, and he's just a little shit. Like he basically knows he has magic powers, but isn't like
Wilding out.
Jesus yet. So he basically like gets a kid to do something that basically the kid dies, and he just like resurrects him, and like he's just basically like Jesus as Dennis the Menace. It's amazing. It is.
There's actually a comedian writer. I forget his name. It's called Lamb, the Gospel According to Biff. And it's Christ's childhood pal. And it's a book. I suggest people read it. It is hilarious. His guy's
Did you
name
say
is
Biff, like as in like
Biff,
Right.
yes.
right, Back to the Future, dude?
Yeah. The guy's the writer's Christopher Moore. He's fantastic. It's hilarious. It's called Lamb, the Gospel According to Biff, Christ's childhood pal. And it's very funny. It's very tongue-in-cheek, and it's still respectful of everything that came before it. You know, all the gospel and all that stuff, but it's still very funny. He also has like books called, like, he makes fun of vampires, called Bite Me. A love story. A book called Fool, A Dirty Job, where a antique shop man ends up being next in line to be Death, and what he has to do to become Death. And it's all very funny.
Is it like the
insightful
Santa
stuff.
Claus?
Yeah. But
That's fun.
Thank you. That is the first thing that popped into my head when he was saying that too.
Now that would be a good movie.
Charles Asher is a pretty normal guy with a normal life, married to a bright and pretty woman who actually loves him for his normalcy. They're even about to have their first child. Yes, Charlie's doing okay until people started dropping dead around him, and everywhere he goes, dark presence whisper to him from under the streets. Asher, it seems, has been recruited for a new position as Death.
That's fun.
I mean, there was basically a Simpsons episode that did that already.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Simpsons always does everything first.
It is true.
But I really like that writer. Check him out. He is very smart, Christopher Moore. They have a scene basically in that Lamb where young Jesus, he's like maybe 11 or 12, is sitting on their equivalent of a stoop, and he has a lizard in his hand, and he's killing the lizard, kissing the lizard and bringing it back to life, and killing it again and bringing it back to life, killing it again and bringing it back to life over and over again in his hand. Because he's a child. He doesn't know what he's doing. It is funny though. It's a good book.
Yeah, the more I learn about it, I just feel like it's just not for me. That whole thing.
I suggest you read it. It's good though. It is very funny.
No, I mean like religion in general.
Oh. I feel ya. I really do. So, you guys get a long rest. You guys get a chance to chill out, as we have done tonight for an hour and a half. Which, I'm thinking with everything that happened with the midterms, we need this. It's okay. So, you guys start to make plans. What is it you guys want to discuss? What is it you want to plan? Remember, you have your spell lists. You can readjust depending on your class. Everything you think you would need to go through 12 floors of possible hell to get up where you need to go.
I was told there were only 8 levels of hell. Or
7.
9. 7?
I am currently looking in my roll 20 because I have one made for each floor from level 1 to level 12.
Also, if you're referring to Dante's Inferno, it's 9.
I'm 9! Okay. That is what I was referring to.
Mhm.
Oh, I was going D&D canon.
Yeah, no. If we're doing D&D, it's only 7 circles, if I remember correctly.
I jumped to Dante. Yeah.
Or it's not even circles; it's like realms or something.
Right.
I can't remember.
I mean, as non-magic user, there's not a whole lot to prepare, but
Yeah.
is there any last ability for us to ditch out some cash for? I don't know. Anything magic ball? Is there any sort of shop or supplies here, or is it just?
He can supply you some minor stuff here and there if you are in want of it. But obviously, you're not going to get it for free.
Any kind of healing stuff available, like healing potions, or because if we're in for a slog, then
Mm-hmm.
It is a little difficult at this point, being you're in an undead city. For you
okay.
to
What
find these
about
items.
potions of haste?
Potions of haste can be purchased.
And by the way, just for future reference, if I go down, I have 2 potions of healing and 2 potions of greater healing on me.
Oh, then
So I do have 4 potions on my character.
Nice.
Because I always
have-
buy them just in case and never freaking use them because I'm usually.
I have 4
away
potions of
from
greater
combat.
healing.
oh, then
Yeah.
you guys are fine.
So
me
my
see.
question was,
Yeah.
would there, and what would the cost be if there is any +2 bullets? I've got +1 bullets, but if they're available, I'm just curious what the cost would be.
And the potion of haste, please.
Definitely that.
See if I can afford it.
Do you remember what the +1 bullets, what Aaron charged us on those? Was
I think it was
10?
50 gold each. I feel like. Does that sound?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they were that much. I thought
Really?
they were like per bullet. I thought they were maybe like 2 to 5 gold. Because if they were 50 gold each, I bought like 40 of them. I definitely would not have spent that kind of money. I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. I thought they were fairly expensive, but maybe it was 10.
I mean, maybe I just had nothing else to spend my money on. I have 43 of them now, so I think I bought 50 of them. I just don't know what the cost was, and I bought them for my palm pistol too. So I couldn't imagine that they were like crazy.
I thought I dropped a good 800 gold or something, but
Yeah, so did I. So let's see, what would
I have 50 left.
if 800 gold? Let's see, that'd be 10. Maybe they were 20 gold a piece. That would be about right.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
it.
Because if they were 10 gold a piece, I would have gotten 80, and that seems for 800 gold. So
Yeah.
if they were 20 gold a piece, that'd be like 40 of them.
They sure weren't cheap.
I mean, worst case, I break out my palm pistols and start using those because those are +1 bullets too.
I do have some regular pepper box bullets, but not that many. So actually, I should buy some ammo too. Some straight, like, can we get regular pepper box ammo?
Yeah,
Here or
yeah.
not?
Well,
Yeah.
you probably could, and it wouldn't cost you too much.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
The price for the regular ammo, I think, is in.
2.8 says 2.8 gold.
Yeah, mine's like 80 gold for a bundle of 5 or something like that.
I mean, it's kind of
2.8.
crazy if you look at D&D Beyond. According to the DMG, a single +1 arrow would cost between 50 and 250 gold pieces. I think that's a little crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I think
It's
you
a bit-
can get bows that are +1. So in our game, though, my gun's not a plus anything, and not magical on its own. So that's what I think that was our compromise. Rather than finding a +1 gun, was we had access to the bullets.
Right.
Because otherwise, I wouldn't have any magical damage.
So I would say a +2 bullets. I think maybe if we would say that they were, let's say 5 gold pieces a piece. Let's say for like +2.
I mean, that's fair for me.
I mean, I think +1s I did for more than that. I think I did for less, but I'm trying to
Yeah,
recall.
I can't remember. I don't remember how much because that was so long ago.
So like 20 arrows, regular arrows come out to 1 gold piece. So 50 would be 2 piece, 5. So, you know, it's, I'm trying to think like, so if you went with, you know, their +2 bullets, I'd say 5 gold pieces for like, so like 20 regular 20 arrows come to 1 gold piece. So if they were +1 arrows, I would say 10 gold pieces. You know what I mean? Like double their value.
Like for example, like in the books, the bad news bullets are, it looks like 2 gold pieces for 5 bullets. That's how much the base ammo costs.
Uh-huh. So let's say
2 gold
+1
pieces
is
for, like, a little
5.
clip or
Let's say 5 gold pieces for +1s, 10 gold pieces for 2
It's a
+2.
+2. I'm definitely thinking it should be expensive, so I agree. Yeah, that's
So
fine.
10 gold pieces for,
I mean, that would still get me like 20, 25 bullets with the money I have. So that would still be something.
and
for,
if
like,
you
the
wanted it for like
80s.
your sniper rifle, that could go a long way. It's not like you're shooting
Yeah,
that
that's-
consistently.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So.
My guns are magical. They're not like +1, but they're magical. So I'm just gonna buy some more. Like, I have some +1 bullets, but I'm gonna stock up a little on regular ammo just in case, since we're fighting through 12 floors of shit.
Yeah, so you could probably get a potion of speed, which is what you're looking for
Mm-hmm.
for about 400.
Okay, sold.
So they said that it's like the 5e magic shop. It says the price range per DMG says 5,000 to 50,000 gold pieces. The price per sane prices it says is 400 gold.
Yeah, that's
So I'm gonna
Aaron,
go
I
with
had
the
a
sane.
random question for you.
Would the Piper understand Chris and I's version of common?
More than most, yes.
Okay.
You would. It's more like a dialect thing.
Well, yeah, no, that's kind of what I meant, but I would assume that it would be a more familiar dialect, or he would have
Yeah.
more exposure to it than
Yeah,
anybody
you
else
basically
would.
you hear his voice. There's less of an accent on him.
Mhm.
It's like the equivalent of you hearing Scottish.
Well, no, that's kind of what I figured our version of common was like to the rest of the group, was like they would catch like phrases if they knew any common, but that was like
Yeah.
the best they would get. So I was kind of wondering what it would be like for Piper.
Yeah, so for Piper, you hear Piper in his common tongue, but they sound. It's almost the equivalent of him talking like Old English to you guys. It's not It's not like you don't understand him, but it's the.
Oh no, I didn't mean like. That's also important. I actually hadn't thought about that. I mean, does the Piper understand Chris and I's version, because ours is also old and archaic?
Yes, you understand them better than you'd understand others.
Okay, that's kind of what I was. Okay, that's kind of. I was just wondering if there would be an RP moment where if Chris and I were trying to talk in private, the Piper would be like,
D&D Beyond's website is dying.
What do you mean dying?
I'm getting a 504.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I've just been.
Oh, now I'm getting a 503. So yeah, they've got a server that's dead.
Oh no, but we have to play our game!
Their API can't reach its backend, so you're just. Yeah, this is what I do all day long, right?
Yeah, I know
So-
this. I know these service temporary unavailable problems. God damn it.
Well, but when you're doing through a gateway, it's
Yeah.
the gateway does interpretive stuff. I hate gateways, and because of that, like, so basically the gateway reaches out to the back end, which
Yeah.
is somewhere in in their infrastructure, and it can't get to its back end. And so some 503 could mean that the server's down, or could just mean it timed out. But at any
Oh, it's
rate, it's
back.
fucked. I
It's
can't
back.
get to my characters.
It's back. I just reopened D&D Beyond, became back to me.
It's intermittent. I cannot get it to work.
It's
I'm gonna
down
close
for
my
me.
browser.
I'm down too.
It may be. Yeah, mine came back. So
Yeah, it's
Well,
working.
aren't you
Yeah.
special?
Yep, I can't get it.
we'll give it a second. So I tell you what. Why don't we go ahead and take 10 minutes now, and then we can get into campaign and get into and hopefully internet will come back up for you, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully.
Sound
All
good?
right.
All right. All right, we are
Imagine the
back.
secret some of those beds have.
Secrets of
Right?
Maybe
Sorry.
some of those secrets are meant to be kept.
Could you imagine like talking to like some old ass bed in Westminster?
Oh no.
Boy, you have no idea how many graying balls I've had on my surface.
Oh, how many kings at some of these old castles? Wow.
Yeah.
Is that how they speak? Is that the language of the beds?
Yeah.
Freaking. Please describe. Like we weren't on. The question you had, you have to pertain to the stream. What was the question you asked?
Oh, I asked if I were to cast Speak with Plants and Speak with the Dead at the same time, could I speak with my furniture?
So, as much as I would like to hear the answer, Rules Lawyer says that the corpse must still have a mouth.
Damn it.
Oh.
Boom.
But if there's a knot in the wood, then
Does that count?
I mean, technically,
It does not.
oh,
But technically, speak with plants would mean that you could speak to them.
yeah.
Now, what if it's a well? But then that's not a thing. Never
But it
mind.
doesn't give him a mouth.
No.
You speak telepathically.
Yeah, you speak telepathically with speak with plants.
Yeah, Speak with Plants, you speak telepathically.
What if you have like a coffee table that like is carved to look like?
I mean,
A giant mouth.
I mean, if you remember back in the days of Critical Role where they talking to the Sun Tree, the Sun Tree doesn't have a mouth.
Well, yeah, but speak with dead requires a mouth. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right. Speak
Yeah.
with plants does not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like speak with dead, you fulfill the first part because you're doing speak with plants of the semblance of life and intelligence. However,
I just had a terrible thought. So what about one of those like fake have sex with it mouths? Could I talk to that?
But is that made out of
Jack-o'-lantern.
plants?
I suppose it would depend on the type of plastic it's made out of, or rubber it's
You
made
could do
out
like
of.
a bioplastic.
Yeah, that's what I
right?
meant. Like
Corn-
you could have like a rubber made out of a bioethanol.
Corny mouth.
Yeah.
Wow. And the
This has been a very fucked up conversation.
yeah, and we're not even discussing the ethics of this all.
My favorite part of this is how I got us back on track.
Oh, this is
What?
on track.
crack.
We're talking about D&D again, and we're like on stream and
That's fair.
technically kind of playing.
All right.
Well, we had to wait until the things worked again.
We did. We
Yes.
did. But then after for 10 minutes after we found out that D&D Beyond was back up, we were talking about
We're not
server
even gonna make it through our first round of combat. Just saying.
It's all right. It's all right. I have this all planned out. It'll be okay. So,
12 levels, 6
are you
wisdom.
guys all ready to go?
Yes.
As Reagan is giving an O face and covering the O face. Jesus, Reagan.
What?
It's a SpongeBob chair.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it's made out of leather, do you just need speak with dead?
Yeah,
Oh! That's using your noggin right there.
Yeah, but doesn't it violate the mouth rule? That we just talked
That's why the SpongeBob has the mouth on it.
It's got a mouth. Look at the chair, Greg. The chair's got a
Oh,
mouth.
I'm sorry,
He's
I didn't look at the
smiling.
mouth.
That's a smiling chair.
There's actually a meme about that, Chris, about like reanimate dead or something. Like, can you cast
On somebody's
reanimate
armor.
dead on somebody's
Yeah,
armor?
I've seen that. Or if you casted resurrect on somebody's armor.
Or,
or
yes,
something
like,
like that.
that's it. Yeah.
'Cause
Would
you
they
just
get
need,
crushed
like,
by
a-
the cow?
Piece of them or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is your guys' plan to head to the flooded cavern of the tower?
Yeah, if we're done buying
I mean,
shit,
he-
and I
he's
think we
saying
are.
That's where we have to start then.
Before I waste the spell slot, Aaron, do I know if the count / his servant is going to give us any help with the not dead people looking like dead people?
No, they're not.
Okay.
You can just
So
do pass without a trace and probably be okay.
Well, unfortunately, the Piper doesn't have that, but he has something else. So he's sort of, you're all kind of milling about getting ready, and as we're like heading out of the, what is he, account? What is the dude, Baron? I don't fucking remember.
Olaf or whatever his name is, yes.
Yeah, what is his rank? I don't remember. Whatever, as we're leaving the castle.
Lord of Liechtenstein.
Lord, yeah, we'll just say Lord. Lord's great. I don't know why I didn't just go there. As we're leaving the Lord's castle, he just kind of like motions you all towards him in a way that can only be creepy because he's creepy. He's a really tall, thin, dead guy. For what everybody else knows in the party so far, he, you know, the rest of you, if you're not, if we're not metagaming, you know, you all obviously know the Piper for his lovable self, but your characters only know a tall, thin, slightly vampiric-looking man. And as you all get close enough to him, he starts chanting in a language you've never heard, and then just says, "Follow me. Make no sudden movements."
What'd you cast on him?
Seeming.
Seeming?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Seeming in a while.
Yeah, that's because we haven't had my illusionist / control caster bard in the party in a while. But he's back. So yeah, you
make
all
him look undead or look slightly.
yeah, I'm gonna make you all look like I'm basically gonna make you all look like my coven of ghouls and vampires.
Yeah, and the chant is actually kind of catchy. It's Madonna's Vogue.
Old Earth chants.
Vogue, 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 Vogue.
I also just realized that I think I speak every single person in the party's or that the Piper speaks every single person in the party's language except for Derek.
Interesting.
Speak common, Gith, Goblin, and telepathy.
Yeah, I don't speak Goblin or Geth, to be fair.
Oh, so then you don't. You don't speak
Roberts.
Robert's.
I don't speak Robert's, but I do speak Robert's other language because of his patron.
Oh, Draconic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've spoken to dragons. I've dealt with them diplomatically.
So.
I also know Dwarven for Tony. And obviously Elvish for Reagan.
Just have a Charizard on the screen.
Oh yeah, you can do little emojis now, I forgot. Oh, that's a Nitro only one. Alright, whatever.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not Nitro.
Alien.
Oh, there's a Batman one. That's nice.
All right, gang. We can't keep doing emojis all day. Let's shake a leg. Hey,
I had to.
So
The Piper's back. It's in honor of him.
It's said that you mute yourself when you laugh, Reagan. I miss it sometimes.
Sorry. Well, it's mostly because I'm typing. It's not because I'm laughing. I'm not trying to rob you of my joy. And also, these friggin' monsters are chaotic right now.
But anyways, I know you know. You guys start walking to the back of this huge tower. As you come closer and closer, it seems just, it is like impressive, but as you get closer, you notice that it's suffered a lot of scars over its time. Obviously.
And Aaron, is this isn't like a new tower. This has always been here.
Mm-hmm. And it's as you get closer, you notice there's like chunks of the rock missing, and it is not as impressive close up. As you guys move forward, the bard is going to move you to the back way of the tower. As you see him pull up a grate from the back, and you hear the rush of water down below your feet. And the bard looks to you all and goes, "I would hold your breath." And you see him jump in to the hole into ever darkness.
So it's stinky.
Can floating discs float above water?
Lucky thing Nort's not around.
Oh, no
Is there a
kidding.
ceiling to walk on?
Not that you can see, you just this hole of darkness underneath you.
I mean,
To the ground?
that confuses me.
The
He
underside of the
pulled a
ground?
grate that's on the ground next to the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we going into the side of the tower, or are we going down into the ground?
You're going down into the ground.
So the floor that we were standing on should have a bottom. Am I mistaken?
There's a grate he opened up on the bottom.
And so next to the opening
You hear
is
rushing
there
water.
ground.
All you hear is rushing water and darkness below you.
So I step onto the edge of the hole, and then I walk until I'm upside down.
There's not enough room. You'd have to like crawl to do that, and you can do that.
So it's just all water, is
Well,
what you're saying.
you
It's-
hear
there's
water.
nothing but water.
You hear water below you, and you
What it
saw.
sounds like is that Aaron wants us to get in the water. That's what it sounds like. to
You
me.
hear the bard. The bard just dives in. He just jumps feet right in.
Yeah, just because he did doesn't mean
He's
I'm
a wet
going.
boy. We don't have to follow the wet boy and what he's
I met
doing.
this guy 20 minutes ago.
Capella will go. I'll follow him.
Follow who? The bard.
I will
Yeah.
Yeah, Piper.
So yeah, you jump right in as you fall and fall and fall, and then suddenly splash as you fall into water, and you feel a rush as it sucks you down under, as you taking that deep breath, as it's sucking you down under. You feel like this movement as you're falling down. What feels like minutes go by. It feels like minutes. It feels like forever, longer than it should. And as you keep going down and down through this water, you suddenly feel a hand grab you and pull you up. And you see the bard has grabbed you in complete darkness in this space. You are in complete utter darkness in this space that you're come out and you're like,
That wasn't very fun.
it probably wasn't.
As you like pull in your first breath and you're coming out of the water, all you hear is him softly say to you in Elvish, "Don't worry, little one. I have you." What do you do?
I'm pretty sure I'm taller than him.
Are you? I think he's like 6'6".
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Yeah, the Piper is very tall and very thin.
I didn't remember how tall he was. Okay, well, fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Or no, I think he's
don't
like
have-
6'4" maybe.
I don't have any kind of light or anything. Yeah, okay, so I'll just I don't know, I'll just fucking stand there. I don't know.
You're pulled out. You're sitting in the corner there. You can see pretty well. You are elvish, so you have dark vision, but it's still pretty dark.
Okay. Is there anything that I can see? Or am I just in a cave?
What looks like a man-made space. It looks like a flooded. Looks like maybe it was a flooded like storage area at some point.
Okay.
And
Did I come out like a chute?
almost like a chute, yeah.
Also, I Tinder profiled the Piper. He's only 6'2". I just checked his old character sheet. Yeah. I think actually the Doctor might be taller than him.
So, as you're trying to collect
Apparently,
yourself,
I have a weird thing for making my Terrestria characters tall and sickly thin. I don't know why.
You've got a type, buddy. That's okay.
Yeah, it's the only thing that they that my characters share is that they're both weirdly tall and weirdly thin. Apparently.
they
I'm shrinking as the campaigns go on.
so as you keep
You really
along,
are. now that I think about it.
as you go along, you see that I'm assuming everyone jumps in or crawls in or whatever you feel the need to feel uncomfortable with.
Yeah, I'll jump in.
You slowly collect. You have your hand down below, just waiting to grab them as you pull them out into this space, one at a time. And you come to this space, guys, that I don't know, you guys I think all have dark vision, so or goggles that can give dark vision.
I was gonna say the humans do not.
Yeah.
I have the goggles of night, but I don't know if anybody else that doesn't have dark vision has those.
Yeah, I think I.
Well, keep that in mind for the dock door.
I've got my little shuttered lantern with the candle that can't go out in the water.
That could work. You can have that on if you want.
Yeah, I don't think I have dark vision.
So, you guys all get pulled out. The bard has helped you guys get into this space. And it's flooded about knee deep in this space. So, half movement.
Clarify whose knees?
It doesn't matter. In the end, it is all going to be considered rough terrain.
Okay.
So clarify, now what type of structure are we in? And is there some place where I can be out of the water using my sticky boots?
Also, once I should say, what's the height above
yeah.
the water?
Yeah, that's really when I say clarify the structure. Yeah, what's the height above the water?
Is this... You should now see in the map what you're looking at.
Hmm. I can see that. So is there a ceiling to this, or is it like
Yes, there is a
unknown
ceiling.
depth?
There is a ceiling. It is about 15 feet.
Okay. That's Ralby.
And as you guys turn to look at the bard, he is walking on top of the water.
What ability do you have to walk on the water?
He has boots of flight.
Mm.
Oh, so he's pretending to walk on the water.
Yeah, you don't know. You've never seen him before. Know that that's what it is.
I
He
couldn't
should
remember
just
if you actually had boots of water walking or,
No.
or a ring of water
no.
walking.
They're boots of flight, but he's just fucking with you guys and using them to float and walk on the water. Because I'm just imagining the party members who can't, like, slogging through this water and him just, like, daintily stepping on top of it and, like, talking to everyone as he walks.
Yeah. So you come into this space that is completely flooded. And hopefully this gives you an idea of where you're at now.
And our goal at this point is we just need to get up to the top floor, and that's where we
upper
believe-
levels, as far as you know. Yeah.
upper
Yeah,
level.
we're just
We don't
working
know exactly where.
up the
Okay.
tower.
Okay. I want to go ahead and position my shield, I guess, in front of me, since it can hover, animated shield,
Mm-hmm.
and just keep that up.
Sure. Is anybody else doing anything else? Is there wading in water here?
Wade in the water.
Probably just.
Okay, who's
I don't
taking?
have that range. I can't go that low.
So I can't see.
I do have my lantern out.
Lantern.
You have
Yeah,
your
I have-
lantern?
Yeah, I have the lantern out. I could
Okay.
even give it to somebody else because it's waterproof.
What's the distance on it?
Let me see if it actually says, because that would be the candle of the deep. Flame is not extinguished when immersed in water. Gives off light and heat like a normal candle. Well, that didn't help me much, did it?
Yeah, I think a normal candle's like,
Like 10
maybe
feet,
20
maybe?
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's much. Let's see if it actually has a. Here's a regular candle. Sheds off bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5. So yeah, 10 feet total.
Yeah, that's not great.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's in a lantern, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it allows. It is in a lantern, so
A
if Aaron
lantern
allows
does-
an amplification of
yeah,
having like the
A
mirrors
lantern
behind
does.
it.
A lantern.
Does anybody
does-
does anybody have like a light spell that they can cast?
Nothing.
Like just good old light?
'Cause, yeah, those shuttered lanterns would usually have reflectors on the.
I
back side.
actually may have that on the doctor. Let me look. I do. That's. Hey.
Oh, here you go. So a hooded lantern casts bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet.
Yeah.
That's actually better than
So
the
I actually
light
have a
spell.
hooded lantern that you can focus in.
Right. The
Ah.
candle's in the hooded lantern, so it's supposed to
Yeah.
function as a lantern. So use that.
Okay, cool.
You can reduce it. You can go anywhere from a 5-foot radius all the way out to 60 foot out to dim light. So you can do 60 down to 5 with the hooded lantern.
Cool.
Good visibility for
So
30
do you
feet.
do you do that the full 60 feet?
And I will pass that to. Do you want to hold that since I do have dark vision with the goggles?
I don't see any reason why I couldn't, because
guns typically one-handed, right?
you're right. Yeah. So
you-
so I can
they'd
hold
be
it.
Better.
and
for
I'm the
you
one that
to-
needs the light. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I do light it. I don't. To me, this is not a stealth mission. So
Well, that's a 60-foot radius. I don't want 60-foot radius. It's 30-foot, right?
No, well, it's 30 foot of bright light and 30 foot additional of dim light. So it is a 60-foot total of light.
All right. So here's the radius there for you. You should see.
but it's not in a radius, right? Isn't it in like a cone or something?
I mean, the description says radius, but yes.
Oh, okay,
In
cool.
reality, a hooded lantern is usually a cone.
Right, exactly. But whatever.
But in game, it says radius.
I'm not going to worry about it too much. This gives you a general idea.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Whatever you're doing.
Really? You don't see the bright yellow?
Nope.
Nope.
You do not have it on a layer that is visible to us.
Oh, see.
There it is.
Whoa,
Cool.
that's a
And you
big
will
ass
actually only get
radius.
30-foot radius, so it actually is double that.
It is 60 feet, but it would cover the whole entire map at this point. So that, like, if I do 60-foot radius, like, here, watch, I'll do 60. Whoop!
We can see
But
everything.
that's the actual radius.
Okay, well, at any rate, I can see.
You can see
I'll
most.
be able to see anything in whatever room I'm in.
Mhm.
Right, so that's fine. I'll just turn this off.
Yeah, except for the very far reaches of the room.
Well, I mean, yeah, anything that's not, that there's going to be shadow, obviously. We'll just remember that.
I would like to proceed forward and get out of the water.
Can't really get out of the water. You are in the water the whole entire time.
Right. I'm saying, well, I would like to get out though of this
Corner.
level.
All right. So as you keep moving forward,
I would like to proceed stealthily, at least for being above them.
okay. So Capella, you start moving through the trenches here, and you start walking. You walk about here. Do a perception check for me.
Okie dokie.
Oops.
And apparently, I'm not rolling to roll 20, so I rolled a 26 on my stealth check.
I cannot move my character.
Uh-oh.
Do the select.
Not great.
on,
18.
on.
What are we rolling?
I'm rolling perception because I'm ahead.
I just rolled a stealth for being up on the roof, trying to stay relatively out
Why
of sight.
can't you?
That's true.
Or
The doctor would
unnoticed, I
probably be
guess.
doing the same
Yeah.
thing alongside you.
I don't know why it's not rolling.
There you go, Robert. You should now be able to.
There we go.
Yep.
Look, there's a purple line.
And failing miserably.
Yeah, I accidentally made that purple line because I was testing to see if I could do other stuff.
What are we rolling?
No, I just had Reagan roll a perception check as she's moving forward. An 18. As you're moving forward, you suddenly hear movement right to your left of you.
Right,
Left.
right
Oh, right ahead of you, I should say. Right ahead of you.
ahead of me. Okay. And I can hear movement.
Yeah, you hear movement,
Nice.
and as you go to turn to look, you suddenly, you were like talking to a couple people behind you. You were like, and then moving forward, and suddenly you see this skeleton start coming out of the water
Oh.
and coming towards you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm guessing seeming doesn't work on. I'm guessing undead can still sense life even if it looks like an undead.
And I think it's not just it's something that you guys being even in the space is causing suddenly more than just one, but more. As come on, it's being difficult. Give me a second. Really? It won't let me right click on there? Okay. Boom. As you see these creatures start coming out of the water, just you can see in the far distance there's a couple others that are slowly coming out of the corners. All these bones coming to life. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Cool.
Just as a point of order, Aaron,
Yes.
since you said the ceilings are 15 feet tall, we're still within 5 feet of anything on the ground.
Yes.
So it wouldn't be any different than us being on the ground. I'm just trying to avoid the disadvantage on movement or the half movement. Oh wait, I got advantage on initiative rolls now. Oh, that still sucks.
Nice, Tony.
Thank you.
Ooh! Piper.
All right. So, Capella, what'd you roll?
19.
19. Robert.
26.
Holy shit. Basil.
14.
14. Dr. Kazemi rolled an 11, right?
Yeah, the doctor rolled an 11, and then the Piper rolled a 25.
Holy shit. All right. Trevlo. And he's not there. Opal, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 20.
20.
Trevlo rolled a 12.
Trevlo rolled a 12. I love that your character is just called Bart Salsa's character. Bart Salsa's character. In the roll. Okay. Top of the turn order. It is Robert.
I'm looking at something, sorry. Okay, as a bonus action, I am going to click together my boots of haste. Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm not going to do that. Hold on, I gotta look and see how many times I can do that. My boots of speed.
Did you click together your heels 3 times?
Oh, I have 10 minutes worth of time total per day.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I just have to click them one time. So clicking the boots, and then I'm trying to decide. I might actually want to use my sword because I never use my sword, and I'm just looking at my crystal sword, and I can make it shine light. So I'm an idiot. Like I didn't need the
Be right
lantern.
back. I'm gonna go check on my Din Din.
Cool.
Yo, you got some time.
Well, no, actually, I should probably take Piper's turn and then I'll go.
Oh yeah, you're next after that. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go up to this guy, and I'm actually going to attack with my crystal rapier.
There's. Oh, okay, you're fine. I was just looking at that stone that's right there, but it's fine.
Yeah, I figured I was in between him and the pillar.
Yep, you're fine.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to the other side of him, just so that somebody can flank with me if they so desire.
Okay.
And I have the movement, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna roll for the first attack. Oh, not great. 16.
Yeah, that is a hit. Don't worry about that.
Okay, cool. All right, so great 1. So he takes 8 piercing damage, but then he takes 1d8 radiant. So let me roll the radiant for you. 5 radiant damage.
So, total of 5.
No, 8 plus 5. So the total is 13.
13.
I just didn't know if the radiant mattered. So, but if it doesn't, I won't give it to you separate.
No, it.
Cool. So the next attack is 27.
He's dead. Don't worry about it. He's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna walk over to this guy. Do you want me to re-roll the attack?
No, go ahead and take the attack.
Okay. So that is a. Did I already roll the damage? I did. So 14 piercing damage.
Don't even worry about it. He comes down dead.
Sweet. Okay, so let me think how much movement I've used. I moved these 5 feet.
You moved around in a circle. You went here, here, here.
I went. So that's about 20, and then I moved back. So that's about 20 feet of movement. So I still have like 10 feet because my movement is doubled.
And remember, it's hard. It's difficult terrain.
I know,
Okay.
but that's why I said my movement is doubled, right? So I have 30 feet, right? I have my regular. All right, I can't get to another one of them, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go here, on top of this dead guy, and that's where I'll stop.
Okay. It is now.
And you know what I'm gonna? So can I do this? I'm gonna I hadn't done this before.
Yep.
Because because it wasn't fair. We had talked about me using the lantern, so that's my mistake. I'm gonna, instead of using the lantern, what I'm gonna do now is I want to have a gun in one hand and the rapier in the other.
Okay, that's fair.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. We can just continue the rapier is giving about the same amount of light. Then don't worry about it.
Yep. Well, I need a bonus action for it to shed light.
Oh, okay.
So so it's not shedding light yet, but it will.
Okay, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
It is Bartzal's turn. Or Brandon, it is the Piper's turn.
I'm assuming he just saw how easily they went down.
Yes.
Where is? Oh, I don't have control of his token, Aaron. But
you will have control of it in a minute.
okay, not a big
even
deal.
now.
I'm
You're
just
good.
gonna have him.
You got it now.
Okay. Boom. And he just kind of yawns and then shoots a Eldritch Blast at which would be how many at his level right now? 3. Do
Yeah, that hits.
do.
That's the lowest point of damage for you. That hits.
Okay, so 2.
Yeah, that kills him outright.
Okay. And what are these, like zombies?
No, they're skeletons.
Oh, okay.
They are skeletons.
Alright, that's it for the bard.
Okay, it is now Opal's turn.
All right. So I am going to move here.
Remember, everything's half movement.
I mean, I can move 15 feet, can I?
Yeah, that's the most you can move.
Okay, cool. Then I I am going to cast Bless on the entire group.
All right, keep that in mind for bless for guys, for everyone. Get to roll a d4.
Plus a D4 damage or health?
No, it's
I can't remember. Is there anything about Bless and being a revenant?
no, it doesn't matter.
It's on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah, d4 on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah, it just says 3 creatures, so it's the
And
generic term.
Which level did you cast it at, Tony?
I cast it at whatever level was needed to get the entire group blessed.
Yeah,
Seventh?
It says he's cast his 7th, yeah.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
even need 7th?
I think I only needed 5th, right?
It's a first level spell, and you get 3. So, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yeah, I think 5th is all you needed.
Just need a 5th
Okay,
level
then
spell.
I'll change that to a 5th then.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Capella, it is your turn.
Cool. Can I see the stairway that's in front of us here? Does that seem like the direction that I need to continue to go?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will continue to move forward with my buddy Opal by me. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I moved as much as I could. Can I see this little stinky guy hanging out over here, or is he covered enough?
You can see him.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead and then, as a bonus action, manifest echo right in that doorway,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna attack him from my echo.
Pink dot's your echo.
Perfect.
Right here?
We love that. So I'm gonna do 2 attacks per action. So we're just gonna use the rapier. 19 to hit.
That hits.
12 piercing.
Okay.
And second attack. Ooh, 11.
11 misses, unfortunately.
Okay. And that's all I can do right now.
Okay. How much was the attack of the first one? 11?
12 piercing.
12 piercing.
Yeah, it was a 19 to hit, 12 piercing damage.
I mean, he doesn't look good, but yeah, you
Well,
took
sure,
out half of
he's
his skeleton.
pitiful.
But,
They clearly are.
that's the end of your turn?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It is now Basil's turn.
All right, so pretty sure I can see that one to the south side. Because of sharpshooter, I shouldn't have any cover as long as I can see a sliver of him that my bullet can make it through.
Yeah, barely. Yes.
I mean, if not, I'm moving forward anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Shit. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Hate that I can't roll damage and roll 20. It's so weird. That's
Don't forget you were blessed.
I hit the shot, so it wouldn't matter. But
Yeah,
thank
right.
you.
Just yep.
Yeah, and you kill him outright.
I did forget already. Okay, 15 damage. Yeah.
Actually, you know what I just thought about, Chris, is that bless is actually badass for us because it pretty much negates misfire chances.
Ooh. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a big
Well,
deal.
how's that work? Because it says if you roll that much. I've always taken the dice roll without any pluses to it.
I don't know. That's an interesting question. But
Yeah.
my interpretation would be that it adds to the roll because it adds to the roll, right? That's what it says. It says it adds to the roll.
And
so.
it's another dice, so I guess, yeah, if you're doing that before your modifications, then yeah, it counts.
Right.
I
Look, man,
guess.
if you're hashtag blessed,
Yeah. Let's see, 15, and then another 15 is 30 plus another 10. Yeah, I guess I'll go. I'll go into this corner here.
Okay. And in doing so, you see this one here. I'm just going to take these out of their lair.
Okay, I ran past the door, looked to my right, saw those other ones, and then tucked into the corner and regretted my decision of coming this far. But I'm sticking with my guns, literally.
Trevlo, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move up to here. And then I'll that's good. That's the end of my turn.
Dr. Kazim. And you're muted, by the way, because I see the red dot.
I'll
Yo. Red dot. The classic signs of a Steel Series. A red dot.
Boop. And boop. Oh, that's Trevlo. Sorry, where were you? There-ish?
He was in the doorway where you are now.
Ah, okay. Well, give me a second, and then you can go back there. This guy's dead, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm upside down above his corpse. Sorry, I'm seeing what fun. Oh shit. Sorry, 1 second. I forgot to prepare spells.
Sorry, I'm just
The
gonna,
2 spells that you reminded me to prepare before we started.
I'm just deleting the ones you have killed already. Just to make my life easier. They're
Yeah,
gone.
fair. Okay. 30-foot cone. 30-foot cone. What would that be? Would I get both of these? Yeah, I would. Alright. I'm gonna cast Pulse Wave.
Looking forward to the built-in cone stuff when we switch to the new.
All right.
tabletop.
Oh, God.
The new system does have it
Especially
all
as I'm
built
going
in.
back to a caster. Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, it'll be real nice.
Yeah, the
Real
new
nice.
VTT is built into it. It's great. Make it make it easy for you guys to do that. Quickly, just put cones in.
Oh yeah, I forgot to long rest too. Take long rest. And 3rd level spells.
And mind you, I have full animated videos and stuff like that for you guys. I'm super excited.
So everything in a 30-foot cone in front of me.
Makes a con save.
Yeah, makes a con save, and so each creature in the cone must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 66 force damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
16 and a
And-
20.
So one just makes it, and
The other
other
fails.
one does not. So one takes half damage, one takes full damage, and the one that got took full damage got pushed 15 feet from me.
All right, the one that took full damage just moves here, goes back there against the wall, and then this one is downright dead, right? Or is it the
Yeah,
one
they
that-
take 30 if they took full damage, 15 if they took half.
Oh, they're both dead.
That's kind of what I figured, but I didn't want to assume.
They're both dead. You push them. One shattered against the wall. The other
Through
one
the power of Dunamancy.
pushed against the wall and shattered to pieces.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, we'll save my reaction for protective stuff.
Okay.
Or my bonus action for protective stuff, I should say.
Robert, you're standing there, ready with a gun in your hand and a sword in the other, and you suddenly feel a very cold touch just touch your back.
You
And
feel a bad touch.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Thank you, Brandon, for reminding me I need to look up the Good Touch, Bad Touch song that I haven't heard in probably 10 plus years.
Sweat,
That's bad
baby,
touch.
sweat, baby.
Forgot all about that.
At 20?
Sorry, 23, because
23.
I just rolled a d4 from Bless.
Okay, you feel that suddenly the cold just burns, and you're like, ah, and as you turn around, you see this ghost standing next to you as she's slightly confused and turns her head towards you and just screams at you in frustration. And that's
what
the-
we get for going into Uncle Krusty's bad touch basement.
Okay.
Oh, it was worth it just for that face.
Episode title.
Uncle Krusty's bad touch.
Reagan.
basement.
The same sensation comes across you as well as you feel this sudden cold
Yeah, but
feeling.
is it me or is it my echo? Who
Oh,
can
it's
tell?
you. It's you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
And charisma for sure is the one that we want.
It is
or-
charisma.
Ghosties.
So, point of order, are ghosts invisible when you can't see them? Or do they apparate from a different...
They can be invisible.
Yeah,
No, I
they
asked, because if they're
ethereal.
invisible, then I can... Yeah, that's why I'm saying. If they're invisible, then I would be able to see them if they're within 10 feet. But if they're, like, in the ethereal plane, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, they're in the. I believe they're in the ethereal plane when they're invisible.
Right. I think that's the
I didn't-
case. Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I got a 20. If that's not enough, I can roll bless.
Well, roll. Yeah, you've made that save. As you turn
Okay.
and you see this horrific man with his just open jaw, just screaming at you.
Can I scream back at him?
Yes, you can.
Rah, rah. Yeah, I'm gonna scream back at him to assert my dominance. Cool.
Oh shit.
Oh, shirts. What happened?
This next turn is this skeleton. And he's gonna take his short sword and try to hit your duplicate.
Okay.
A 19 hit your duplicate.
Ooh, a 19 is her AC.
Okay. She takes. Well, it's the same no matter what. So I know it says short bow, but it's meant to be the short sword. It's the same numbers. So 7 points of slashing damage on your duplicate.
Yep, she disappears.
Bloop!
Bye.
Does that mean you're half dead?
No.
Well, I mean, never mind.
He's only mostly dead.
Just on the inside.
This one comes out of the corner. Basil. A 9. Of course, that fails.
Yes. And
He gets
Let's see.
opportunity to attack in his next turn.
well, if the creature moved away, I would get an opportunity to
Oh,
attack. However, I'm going to use my reaction to. Oh God, where do I want to go? I don't want to be here, but I don't. I can move half my movement on a reaction, which my total movement's 40, so I can move 20 feet. I'm gonna go hide above and behind Opal.
Does he not get a attack of opportunity for you moving away?
Nope,
No.
not with that one. Skirmisher ability. I can't post it, but basically it's like one of the starting ability for my classes. I just don't use it very often. But if a creature ends its turn within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to move up to half my movement, and it does not provoke opportunity of attack.
Okay. Sounds good. So this one is going to go ahead and shoot a bow at you, Reagan. A 9. A 9 again. Jesus Christ. 2 in a row.
Aaron, a 9 doesn't hit me.
Yeah, thanks. This one's going to do this. 20. Does a 20 hit you? Reagan. With your bow? With his bow. I moved. You're muted. I don't know if you're muted or not for real, but I don't know if a 20 hits you. You can't hear me. Why can't... what's changed?
Do we know if he can hear us?
I hear... No,
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
There you
there
go.
it is.
Can I hear you? Can you hear me now?
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Does a 20 hit
What?
you?
Who?
Reagan.
No.
No. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what happened. It just they just
That
decided
was
to.
so weird. And could you hear us? We were telling you we couldn't hear you.
No, I couldn't. I thought Derek was like just like imitating you because I was looking above, like like being an asshole.
Derek would never do that.
Never.
That's totally out of character.
It's completely out of character for him. I don't know what happened because I just had to switch it to
Everything just stopped for you.
everything just stopped for no reason.
Well, we were very nice. We didn't do anything silly while you couldn't hear us.
Sure, absolutely. That's what I expect from you all. Yeah.
All right, keep trying. What else? What else you got?
Top of the turn order is Robert.
Don't tease the DM like that.
Yeah, it's bad.
Don't poke the bear.
Oh, I can hear you, a bear.
Bear skeletons.
Oh. Oh my gosh, like in that one movie, Annihilation. Wow, that was scary. That was a rough watch, you guys.
What was it? Annihilation?
Annihilation?
I'm surprised you
Oh.
wanted to watch that.
Well, it was a bunch of ladies going into the glittery thing. How are you gonna tell me that's not a premise I wanna get started in?
Usually something that's like Lovecraftian like that, I would have thought otherwise.
I tried. I made it. I did the whole thing, but then I had nightmares forever. So.
I mean, someone who probably looks like you'd be scared for the movie Arrival. So.
Oh, I loved Arrival.
Yeah.
God, that's so good.
Yeah.
Also scary. Yes.
But a very good movie.
Yes.
When it can
So
scare you and make you cry.
I'm gonna move out of this ghost range and take the potential attack of opportunity.
Sure.
And I'm going to move here, and I'm gonna yell, "Keep moving!"
All right.
And so
she's gonna do her withering touch against you. A 23 hit you?
Yep.
That is 16 points of damage. Damn.
Cool.
That's her low. The hit is 17 usually. It's 4d6 plus 3. That's the lowest. Damn.
I ain't worried about it. All right, so Crystal Rapier on the first guy. 14, but luckily I am blessed.
That hits. Don't worry.
Oh,
It still hits.
cool. Okay.
Skellies, man. They don't.
So that's a 10 points of damage, and then come on, there we go. 10 points of damage regular, and then 4 more, so 14 total.
It's dead.
Okay. Attacking the next one.
Excuse me.
That's a 13. Do I need to roll a d4?
That hits.
Cool.
Exactly.
All right, and then that would be 15 points of damage, which I assume kills him
yeah,
outright.
it kills him outright.
Cool. So that's the guy next to me, and then I'm going to fire my gun at the guy that is out front there.
Diagonally.
That's a 32.
32 to
I'm
hit.
sorry. I wanted to do that sharpshooter. I'm sorry. Can I roll again and do sharpshooter?
Yes, you can, I guess.
I'll roll it again. All right. So yeah, 23 would be sharpshooter.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. Just to make sure he dies. Yeah. Okay. 23 points of damage. So he dies. And then I'm done.
Okay. He is dead. You've killed everyone in that room ahead of you.
Well, everyone I can see.
Yeah. It is now the bard's turn. Piper, what do you do?
Oh, I wanted to say I used the bonus action to light the sword.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a fucking ghost now.
Fucking ghost.
Now he has to actually exert himself. He's
Good.
not happy.
2 ghosts, actually.
What do we want to do? He uses speak to undead and tells it to go fuck itself.
I don't think you need to do that. You can just tell it to go fuck itself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with undead you can actually just talk to them. Yeah. Sorry, I don't remember the bard spell list enough. Ba-da-ba-ba. You know what? I don't know if this works. Actually, you know what? Would the bard know if fairy fire works on a ghost?
At this point, yes.
Okay. So would that work?
Doesn't it just say a creature?
It does, but they go into the ethereal plane, so I don't know if it would really.
If they go into the ethereal plane, it wouldn't work. But if they're here, it should.
That's true.
Fairy
Okay.
fire is not negated by the target leaving the material plane, so ghosts would still be affected when it uses its etherealness to move into.
Okay, cool.
Oh, so we'd be able to see it, but we just wouldn't be able to hit it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's actually really fucking cool.
So yeah, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna, seeing that there are two ghosts,
And that kind of
he
makes sense
is-
considering the ethereal plane is so closely knit to the real world that
Yeah, it's
Right.
literally shifted right off of it. Yeah.
you could see it, but you couldn't really hit it.
So yeah, he's gonna cast Fairy Fire. It's only gonna hit these. Why is my little? This one, and this one, I think, are the only ones that would be within
With
range.
the walls?
Well, I'm gonna place it in. I'm gonna place it like here.
Oh.
Let me see. I forget what the range of it is. Let me double check myself here. Copy of the Piper.
Is it like 20-foot cube or something?
I thought it was 40, but I might be wrong.
20 sounds right.
20 sounds right.
Yeah, 20-foot cube. Yeah. All right, whatever. I can only hit one of the ghosts then, so I guess I'll have to make a choice. I thought it was 40. It's only 20. I don't even think I would hit both. It's not really gonna help with that one anyway. So yeah, I'll just do it on the one in front of me because that's the one that I can see easiest.
That makes sense.
Blue.
So what do I have to...
What do I?
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what his. I'm just gonna actually cast it so you can see what the save is. Did that work? No, it did not. Okay, so
I only got a 10, so that probably failed.
it's at. Oh well, yeah. His DC's a 19.
Yeah, he's
Or
still...
no, sorry, 18.
Okay, fairy fire, yellow on the corner, so he's fairy fired
Or no?
for now. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, next is Opal.
All right. Then. Bum, bum, bum. I will move. Here. I will cast.
Alexa.
What are you gonna cast there, buddy?
Guiding bolt
On
at that one.
I'm guessing this one here.
Yep.
Okay. 15 hits.
All right.
19 points of damage. You kill it outright.
I scream, "Take that, you undead motherfuckers!" And that's my turn.
Okay. Capella, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to take my Revenant double-bladed scimitar and attack the ghost, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
25,
Yeah, that hits.
11,
Okay.
and then next one 27 hits, so
Is this-
9.
and it's considered magical damage?
it is a magical weapon.
Okay.
I did double check that.
Okay. 20 points of damage, and it goes straight through.
What?
Yeah, it goes through. Fully.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast my bonus action, cast my echo again up by Robert.
Like right here?
Poop-a-doop. Yep, perfect. Oh wait,
Kind
she has to be within 15 feet of me.
She's 15 feet.
Okay,
5,
great,
10, 15, right?
great.
Little one is trying to snot up my glasses.
Oh, perfect.
I know. She's good at it. Very good.
So, as you go to do that.
Did the ghost look like it hurt that much though?
Yeah,
like
it looked pretty good.
Okay.
As you go to do that, you suddenly feel a shake in the ground. As you then see the water rising around you, going higher and higher. As you also see the skeletons that you took down are starting to rise again. All of them.
Cool.
And
Very
as
cool.
you are going up higher and higher, you hear a voice in everyone's head. Oh, dare you disturb my slumber? And as you guys look forward to the stairs, you see this sudden light, green light, come out of nowhere. And it bursts, lighting the space up. And then you see this huge, ghostly apparition of a dragon come forward and look to you all and go, "Are you here for my horde?"
Actually, just here for tea, sir. That's all. Really. Yeah.
And with that, I'm going to call it an evening. As you have a
Sorry.
ghost dragon ahead of you, thinking it's going after you guys are going after its horde.
Didn't mean nothing by it. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just looking for the sandwiches we left. That's all. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Just a bit of tea and sandwiches, you know.
There's the dragon there. And luckily, they did make a ghost dragon. There is a ghost dragon that is created by a certain book. I forget which
That's
one.
pretty.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they made a ghost dragon. It's kind of cool.
Bargain.
But
Doesn't sound like something I want to fuck with though.
You just do the whole like side shuffle past.